Well, good evening and welcome to Channel 8 Sports and East Brunswick High School Boys Basketball. Hi, I'm John Meggiiolaro with Phil Hill and Jim Allinder for tonight's East Brunswick Perth Amboy game. As the boys come in 16-1, Perth Amboy 8-9. And Phil, let's start with Perth Amboy. Very uncharacteristic 8-9.
Not a typical Perth Amboy team at all. I talked to Coach John Meggiiolaro, who's in his 20th season, and he's quite frankly said we had no starters returning from last year. They have some talent, but the fact of the matter is they're quite inexperienced. He does have a few ball players, though. You're going to see Man Mountain 6'7" senior Ariel Collado, and he's a force underneath the boards. Another young fellow, Chris Mann, one of their guards, and Anthony Brody, another guard. But not a typical Perth Amboy team. I asked him how he planned to play the Bears. Would it be typical pressing all over the court? He said no. He backed up. He said, we're not quick enough to press. And that's just strange to hear that a Perth Amboy team's not quick enough to press. So they'll play in the half court, maybe a little 1-3-1 zone and things of that sort. But they're dangerous, though. They're dangerous. They're just coming off a victory over a good J.P. Stevens team. They beat J.P. Stevens 67-59. And they've beaten J.P. Stevens twice this year, but yet they've lost to teams like Woodbridge twice this year. So very unpredictable, very inexperienced, but nevertheless dangerous.
Phil, we got to see anything different than what East Brunswick saw the first time around against Perth Amboy?
I don't think so. I think I think this is a team that has gotten better as the season goes on, and that's why I say they're going to be a little bit dangerous, John.
All right, Jimmy, we look across court to East Brunswick coming in 16-1. Really just having a great season. We've watched them several times this year. But they got depth, they've got speed, they've got certainly talent. They come in tonight, they can't take this team too lightly.
Well, as Phil just alluded to, they cannot take Perth Amboy. Did I hear you say that John Meggiiolaro coaching 20 years?
20 years.
Gosh, I'm getting old.
Seasons, really.
I remember Bill Boblovsky, but a lot of history with Perth Amboy, but East Brunswick definitely should be up to the task. They have, as you say, a lot of good team speed. An East Brunswick team that's faster than Perth Amboy.
Yes.
Boy, that's really, really something. But that's how East Brunswick's been doing it this year. Matt Van Leeuwen started out really strong, always in the 20s. Now he's cooled off a little as teams have seen him the second time around. But yet, what really makes East Brunswick strong is that they don't have to rely on Matt Van Leeuwen every night. If Matt doesn't have a good night, Richie Whalen's going to take up the slack. Greg Kohlheim, who's nursing a little bit of an injury. I do see him out there. He has a little bit of a groin pull, but he is expected to play. They have good depth, which is going to be important when the county tournament starts and the state tournament starts. The thing for East Brunswick is they have to keep focused because with only one loss being to Piscataway, they're still in the running for the Red Division title.
Right.
If they don't win tonight, then they're going to be out of it. So still a lot of incentive for the Bears.
And it sets up, as you mentioned, that rematch coming up with Piscataway down the road. I think it's next week.
Yes, it is.
So we mentioned Perth Amboy uncharacteristically coming in 8-9. East Brunswick with a stellar season thus far, 16-1. We're here at the Big House in East Brunswick, and we'll be back with the tip-off in just a moment. Well, we welcome you back to tonight's game, East Brunswick Perth Amboy. Teams coming out at center court. Bears in the home green, Perth Amboy in the white.
It's interesting Collado's not jumping center. 6'7", Phil?
He has something on his knee there. He may be big, but probably
he's
doesn't
bulky
get
too. I imagine he doesn't get up as high as he possibly could.
Campbell's a leaper.
And Perth Amboy will control. Lopez, 33, quickly takes it to the hoop. Rebound, Kohlheim has it knocked away. Lopez. And Lopez looks like he's going to be a pesky little one out there tonight.
Abel looks rather able to me. Abel Lopez.
Glover now for East Brunswick. They'll look inside first, back out to Van Leeuwen.
Always like to see who's covering Van Leeuwen. Lopez has the job.
There's Van Leeuwen from the outside. Good three-pointer.
I'll tell you.
Could be a fun night for him.
I'll tell you, that's
he's about due to break out.
Let's see, that's his 53rd, I believe.
Have you been counting, sir?
Yeah, I've been counting.
Okay.
And turnover off man, so the ball go to East Brunswick. Whalen gives it to Kolheim inside. There's Kolheim, turn around, off the rim.
Collado, and he's a lot in the middle there. Ariel Collado. 6'7".
Kolakowski given about 5 to 6 inches. That should be fun to watch.
Perth Amboy looking a little disorganized on offense. And Lopez will bring it out and start him over.
Kolheim's going to have a tough job. I can see that right now.
Stolen by Van Leeuwen. Whalen in the corner. Glover will take the shot. Kolakowski saves it.
Very nice save.
And Whalen keeps it alive.
Good hustle.
Kolakowski, three-pointer, no good. Rebound man.
They seem willing to, Perth Amboy does, to give East Brunswick a lot of open shots from the outside.
Man takes it all the way for the bucket. Perth Amboy on top, 4-3. Long pass to Van Leeuwen in the corner. Kolheim all by himself underneath, spins, has it blocked by Collado.
Great
Nice
pass.
Pass underneath
I'll
to
tell you.
Glover.
Beautiful pass.
Kolheim not willing to go inside.
And Kolheim was hit in the face, I believe.
Right, and it looks like a little bit of a collision, actually.
Both of them, you have Kolheim and you have Brody. Anthony Brody as well. Both grabbing their jaws.
So
And I
this
think
is
Brody must be bleeding, I believe.
it's officials' timeout.
And they're looking for Phil Hostler. They'll send Brody to the trainer's room.
Yeah, he's bleeding, and of course you got to come out of the game. Anthony Brody, a 5'10" senior, averaging 12 points a game, so they'll want to get him back in the game. They collided, Kolheim and Brody.
All right, so the question is, does he get time, or do they have to replace? I guess
No, they
have.
do.
Okay.
Jenkins is number 5. Bears trail 5-4. We just started the game. Stolen by Glover.
It's Kolheim, right? Oh,
Ooh, wow.
Looks for him late.
I tell you, waited a little too long.
And Perth Amboy on the transition. Lopez. Campbell puts it up. In and out. And stays with Perth Amboy.
And John Meggiiolaro talked about his team not liking to run a whole lot, but they look like they're ready to get up and down the court tonight.
Collado all by himself.
Bears caught napping on that one.
6'5", Perth Amboy. Van Leeuwen has some room, is hit by Lopez in a little delay foul there.
And I'll tell you, we got to watch these Bears here. Bo Henning talked about the fact that they look like they've been playing tired as of late. I saw them against Woodbridge. Woodbridge had them for most of the first half. They did look a little tired, but he's hoping they'll spark up tonight.
Boy, that's 2 on.
Van Leeuwen on the line.
Oh, okay. Thought they called a foul.
And Bo's going to take a timeout right away. So let's listen to what he has to say, Phil, see if he picks up on that theme you've just mentioned.
Okay.
You gotta start thinking about difficult possessions for them, okay? You have gotten comfortable with teams scoring on you. It's like the pride in your defense just isn't there anymore. This end will be fine tonight. That end, dangerous. We talked about being in position. Don't deny any further than you can be in position and make them earn something hard, not layups. Okay? Let's get that pride back in that end, fellas. Come on.
Well, I'll tell you this here. We talk about Bo being a technocrat, always talking strategy and whatnot. Clearly not talking strategy this year. Motivation, trying to get the team back on track.
Well, we'll see if it works.
Jenkins brings it up, looks underneath for Collado. The big boy's got it, dumps it off to Campbell, underneath to Mann. Blocked by Kolheim, but follow up by, I believe it was Campbell.
Yes, it was.
Glover, nice move using the glass. Goes off, Kolheim short, he'll get one more time, and
Wow.
he gets it.
Perth Amboy seemed to just give up on that.
8-7, Perth Amboy by 1. Mann from three-point land, short, rebound, Glover.
Nobody
Cross,
with him.
Whalen. Now it'll close up. He'll bring it back across. Kolheim has it. Nice dish to Glover. He's got the shot in the basket.
Sweet.
And Lopez, you talk about falling asleep.
Good steal. There's
Van Leeuwen. Not this time, man with the rebound. And drives, puts it up. Rebound, Kolakowski.
Okay.
Quickly down to Whalen. Van Leeuwen. Look to do it, Kolakowski open, he's got it.
Yeah, they're going to get their share of points tonight, Phil. You can tell that Perth Amboy's not strong on defense.
Well, they look a little impatient on offense. They're going down, and one guy bringing the ball down is putting it right back up.
Steal by Kolheim. Greg looks underneath, has Kolakowski. Outside Whalen, three-pointer, no. Glover, rebound. Nice move to get free. Just a little too much spin on it.
And the wide body Collado coming down with the rebound.
Lopez, he's gonna put it up,
Ooh,
and he's fouled.
Okay, Lopez with the Earl Monroe spin right there, and did draw the foul.
Well, you're not showing your age by mentioning Earl Monroe.
That is not a two-shot foul.
Oh, that's a surprise. Two in there. Well, you hear Misery.
Okay.
Jenkins to Collado. Nice play by Kolheim, and a good heads-up play to knock it off Jenkins.
And I'll tell you, Greg Holheim certainly doesn't look like he has a groin injury. He's rather active right there.
Kolheim really impressing me, at least the last couple weeks, with his basketball prowess. Whalen looks underneath, give and go.
Ooh.
That was there.
11-8, Bears by 3.
Good hustle.
And Kolheim again.
And I'll tell you what, Bohannon said at the beginning of the year, the thing about Greg Kolheim, he's having fun playing basketball. I don't know if that's a telling statement or what, but I think the young man had so much pressure on him in football. Clearly, it's a lot more fun for him.
Campbell forces one over him. Collado right there. The big guy has it, puts it up.
What can you do there? Kolakowski just giving up.
Lopez knocks it away.
It's a little too much.
Bears by 1, 2:35 shown, first period. 11-10's our score. Van Leeuwen
Nice.
loses it. Lopez knocks it away.
Yeah, Lopez knocked that away is right.
And he takes it himself. No one under to help him, however.
I'll tell you, Lopez rather impatient.
Glover to the basket.
And Collado.
Collado just,
Whoa.
Good outlet pass. And
there's Lopez there.
I'll tell you.
Back and forth, pace rather quick. The Panthers on top, 12-11. There's Lopez once again.
One-man show here.
Oh,
He
blew
misses it.
Oh,
Just too easy.
too easy. And Rich Whalen had pulled back, wasn't even putting the pressure on him.
Kolheim reverse. No. Collado, Phil, doesn't get off an inch off the ground. He just raises his arms.
He doesn't have to. He's enforcing there.
And he's also sucking wind right now.
Follow up by Campbell. 14-11.
Boy, this is a streaky game, is it not?
Kolheim tries it again.
Oh,
This
and he
time it
gets
goes.
You know, I tell you, Greg's got to watch himself. If he's recovering from a leg injury.
Bears trailing by 1, 14-13. Jenkins looks underneath. Collado's there, spins, and uses the glass.
I'll tell you, using that wide body.
He's not moving too fast.
And I'll tell you, he has 8 points. 6.
Van Leeuwen from the point gives it to Whalen. Bears down by 3. 58 seconds showing, first period. Kolakowski on the drive, puts it up. Right over Collado. Rebound man. Jenkins will put it up, and he's fouled.
And man is down.
Again.
And he gets up, appears to be okay.
No, he's limping.
And the Bears will make some substitutions. Roder, Ajibitosho, and Kartzman coming in for the Bears.
Well, this is the telling time for Perth Amboy because their front line, their first 5 is pretty good.
Right.
But can they match East Brunswick's depth? Because Kartzman's fresh, Ajibitosho is fresh. Who else is in there? Roder.
Well, you got Donnie Jenkins at the line. He didn't play against J.P. Stevens. Missouri says he's one of the better players for them. He was out with an ankle injury and just now coming back, so we'll keep an eye on him.
Phil, how young is this Perth Amboy team?
You know, it's a strange thing. They're a young team in experience, but old otherwise. They have a number of seniors on the team that just weren't able to play last year because they had such good players.
Van Leeuwen looks underneath. Ajibitosho takes it. Nope. Blocked.
East Brunswick needs points.
Kolheim to Rotter. He'll put it up. Rebound Campbell.
Campbell's a good-looking ball player.
Bears down by 4, 17-13, 25 seconds showing. Jenkins looking for a little matchup. 5 seconds, did nothing with it.
I tell you, we've seen that called
You know, he has
last few times here.
Phil, you know, he has a build that's similar to Buck Jenkins from Woodbridge. I wonder if there's any relationship, you know, cousin or something.
It could be. You never know. You never know. He's got any ability like him. He's a good one.
Kartzman now with 10 seconds gives it to Rotter. They move it around quick. Aji back out.
Well, they got the shot.
Van Leeuwen, three-pointer, no. Kartzman saves it. 1 second, that'll be it. So at the end of one, it's Perth Amboy 17, East Brunswick 13. And Phil, that talks about what you were mentioning.
Well, Bo was concerned about it. I saw him against Woodbridge. They looked rather lackadaisical, and sort of the same thing here. They're playing a little bit harder actually here, but Bo's concerned about it. They have the ability to turn it on and pick it up, but they got to watch out. What's
interesting was that East Brunswick was down 12-6 after one period against Woodbridge, and they came back to, I think it was like a 21-9 second quarter, so they turned it on. But I think they're going to have to do the same thing here. They're getting their open shots, they really are, but not getting the second ones.
Well, they're clearly one of the harder working teams in the county, and perhaps maybe it has taken its toll, you know. And it's, you know, they've gotten up for the big games, and when you get to teams like this, I can't imagine you not being up for a Perth Amboy team no matter what the record is.
Which is they're not going to qualify for the states, are they?
The Perth Amboys, for the third time in Missouri's 20 years, they haven't qualified for the state. Last year, you remember, they were out because of the previous year in the state tournament. I think they had some fisticuffs, but this is only the third time in his 20 years that he's been coaching that they haven't made the states.
Whalen drives, dishes off, they move it back around. Kartzman took a step.
Yep.
Phil, Van Leeuwen's on Lopez. It seems to me that with a height advantage, if I was Van Leeuwen, instead of taking the outside shots, try to bring him inside and see what happens.
Well, Van Leeuwen's been on a streak with those outside shots. He hit 6 3-pointers against Woodbridge, so.
Campbell makes it 20-13.
I'll tell you, I like this Campbell the more I look at him.
19-13, I'm sorry.
Campbell's just a 6'2" sophomore. We can keep our eye on him.
Rotter gives it back to Whalen. You know, Phil, Perth Amboy's a little awkward on offense. They just put it up. They don't really get into any sets, per se. Guys all over the court, and who's ever free shoots it.
Way off.
Van Leeuwen on the follow-up. 19-15. Bears down by 4. Start of the second period. Jenkins looks inside. Shot is good by Russo. Kartzman looks underneath. Aji, nowhere to go, gets it out. Van Leeuwen by himself. In and out. Aji saves it, puts it up. Kartzman tried to tap it. Kolakowski and Kolheim will come back in. As will Collado.
And Campbell takes the rest. Again, Bill Campbell, 6'2" sophomore, averaging 10 points a game.
Kartzman, no go. Van Leeuwen, yes. 21-17, Bears down by 4.
Okay, Van Leeuwen still the leading scorer in the county, averaging about 21 points per game.
Jenkins going to his left. Not this time.
Finally got a rebound here.
Kolakowski to Whalen, quickly to Kolheim. Greg makes it.
And he has 6.
Bears now down by 2. Russo gets it back out to Lopez. Lopez.
Look at Collado setting up shop
Collado's
there.
got about 8 guys around him.
Did he get the time?
Called a foul on Kolakowski, I believe.
You're right.
He was trying. The young player was trying to call the timeout, and got the foul. So break for him.
Second team foul.
Campbell and Mann come back in for the Panthers, as does Glover for the Bears. So free substitution on both sides. Lopez will inbound. Brody's in. Seeing action again since that little mishap in the first period. Has it stripped, and they're going to call a foul on Van Leeuwen.
Not sure that was a foul.
Well,
but
it's a reach in. Anytime you reach in over the back like that, more times than not, you're going to get called for it.
Right. Greg shouldn't be, Matt shouldn't be reaching in because the official's blocked out anyway. It's going to make the call.
Collado inside, little turnaround, short. Man there, but rebound Kolheim. Quickly, Glover down court. Got too far underneath. And Brody gives it to Mann.
That went off Lopez.
And that's how they'll call it. And Perth Amboy will take a timeout. So our score is East Brunswick 19, Perth Amboy 21. We got 5:22 remaining before halftime. Let's listen in to Bo Henning.
Stop thinking about it. Just explode to the basket, right? Don't worry about it. Anybody blocks shot so what? But explode to the basket. Okay. I'm concerned with our post defense right now. Okay, that ball's going inside a little bit too easy, right? And every time they're throwing a lob or getting a shot out of the post, we got no block out. We're not recovering and blocking anybody else. We can't run until we defensive board, okay? Can't run until we defensive board. You'll take away that lob by forcing them to start their offense further and further out, keeping good pressure on the ball, right? If they get it at the three-point line, it's an easy lob in, okay? You're on the big guy now, right? 22, try and get around that in front. All right, let's go, come on.
Okay, Bo wants them to take it to the boards. He realizes there's going to be a few blocks here and there, but as he pointed out, he wants them to explode. Draw the foul if he must.
Kartzman will put it in play for the Bears. They're down by 2. Glover gives to Kolakowski. Back to Kartzman. Underneath is Kolheim, and Glover comes free.
Boy, they're giving him a lot of room, are they not?
Glover looks and throws it away. No, it's off Lopez's foot.
Well, there you go. You had a situation where Van Leeuwen tried to post down deep.
Van Leeuwen across to Kolakowski, looks inside. Lopez is there. Brody, three-pointer. Won't go. Kolakowski quickly to Kartzman across court.
Good look.
Van Leeuwen, and he's fouled by Lopez. His second.
And you take a good look at Van Leeuwen, the 6-foot junior guard, and he's been Mr. Everything for the Bears. As I pointed out, the leading scorer in the county, has 53 threes, which puts him at least 7th on the all-time list for the county. And speaking of threes, Jose Arena used to lead this area with three, I think 245 threes. And a young man from, what school is that from? Warlaw Hartridge, Kenny Kay.
Wardlaw, yeah.
Yeah, broke his record.
Well, Kenny was the St. Joe's transfer.
Is that right?
Steal by Van Leeuwen. Nice move around, gives it to Glover. Kolheim will put it up, looks underneath for Kolakowski.
I thought Clow was the transfer.
Okay, I thought you were talking about him.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody else.
Yeah, Kenny Kay
All righty.
has the career record in Middlesex County for three-point shots. made.
Greg by himself
Good,
makes it.
good. That's the shot that Kohlheim has to make. They're giving him the most room, and he's connected. He's got 8 points to lead East Brunswick now. I'm sorry, Kohlheim. Van Leeuwen also has 8 points.
Bears back on top, 22-21. It's been a struggle. 4 minutes remaining before half.
Oh, Amboy in a bit of a dry spell now.
Collado away from the basket.
Boy, you want him to take that shot.
Man, right up top and drops it.
I'll tell you.
Foul on Kartzman.
I'll tell you, good hustle by Chris Mann. He's a 5'11 senior. Comes in here averaging 11 points a game and going to the foul line to see if he can complete this three-point play the old-fashioned way.
They give that foul to Kartzman. So East Brunswick has 4 team fouls. Van Leeuwen sits down for the first time.
And you take a look at Mann, Brody, and Collado are 3 seniors for the Panthers, but none of them played last year, so they're old but inexperienced. Inexperienced but old, I should say.
Perth Amboy back on top by 2, 24-22. Glover has it knocked away.
Good tip.
Brody.
Oh,
Using the glass.
I'll tell you, Mizrek says this team doesn't like to run, but they get up and down the court rather well, I'd say.
well, they're playing well tonight.
Basket was by Jenkins. Kolakowski back door. He's got it. Caught Collado sleeping. 26-24, the Panthers by 2. Collado, and he took a step. Pressing now by Perth Amboy. East Brunswick breaks it. Glover.
Boy, what happened to Amboy on that?
I'll tell you, just good movement of the ball by the Bears.
Boy, they were really caught napping.
Tied at 26. Campbell goes into the corner. Gives it out to Brody. Jenkins looks underneath for Campbell. Stolen by Kohlheim.
Ooh, I thought he traveled.
Yeah, I did too. Kartzman, Kolakowski back out to Whalen, a 3-pointer. Short. Kohlheim with the follow-up.
Boy, they're getting the boards now.
Kartzman will bring it back out. They'll set it up.
Boy, look at them standing around, Phil, underneath.
Just sucking wind a little bit.
Yeah. That's what's happening.
Foul by Mann. So we're tied at 26, 2:13 remaining second period. East Brunswick having their hands full with the Panthers.
And perhaps recognizing the fatigue. They sent Van
Kohlheim.
Leeuwen in, but
And he's hot tonight.
I'll tell you, that's his 10th point.
Yep. Takes over the scoring leadership for East Brunswick.
And puts East Brunswick on top, 28-26. Man, won't go this time. Knocked off out of there by Campbell. Inside of 2 minutes now.
All right, this is where the Bears want to keep a run going. Whoa, blind pass.
Glover. Van Leeuwen is free. Not there. But Kohlheim is. He's fouled and he gets the bucket.
Greg Kohlheim. And I'll tell you, Greg, coming off that groin injury, is playing a well of a game right now. And we talked about him earlier. Bo Henning said Greg Kohlheim is having fun playing basketball. Not that he didn't have fun playing football, but I believe he had a lot more pressure on him, certainly a lot more responsibility at the quarterback position. So this is a break for him, man. He makes it.
13 points.
Bears by 5 now, 31-26. Opened up a little breathing room. Underneath is Brody. Good pass by Jenkins.
Here come the Bears again.
Glover, minute 20 showing. Back to Kohlheim.
He feels it.
Brody with the rebound. Perth Amboy looking to get within a bucket.
I'll tell you, good tight defense by the Bears.
Yeah. Oh, they had him screened that
That's a
time. That was a good one.
Brody looking for some room, finds him, puts it up. And Campbell knocks it away again.
They're going to call a foul on him.
Oh, they're going to call him over.
Over the top there, William Campbell.
Probably, well, that's 5th team foul.
Both teams have 5 team fouls, that is. 45 seconds showing. Whalen will walk it up slowly. Bears by 3, 31-28. Whalen takes it himself, banks it.
Every time, right?
Richie Whalen.
He does go up with that unorthodox shot off the board.
Well, he's the playmaker, but when he has he can score.
Bears by 5 with 20 seconds. Man loses it.
Court.
So East Brunswick maybe for 1, playing for 1.
I would think so.
Yep.
17 seconds showing. Bears by 5, 33-28. Clock down to 10. Glover moves it around.
Oh.
Kolheim will take it. Kolakowski's still there. Whalen will take the three-pointer, and that'll be it. So at halftime, it's East Brunswick 33 and Perth Amboy 28.
A little bit of a recovery there in the second period by the Bears, but more of Perth Amboy not making the shots that they had made in the first quarter. I still think this game is a little source of concern for Bo Henning.
Well, it certainly is, but the Bears clearly are coming on as well. This Perth Amboy team, I think, is going to surprise some people in the counties. As I said, they didn't make the state, but they seem to be getting better as they go on. But I think the Bears will come out the second half, put it all together.
Well, it's halftime here at East Brunswick High School, so we'll take a break and we'll come back with the start of the third period in just a moment. Well, we welcome you back to the second half of tonight's East Brunswick Perth Amboy boys basketball game, and we want to send a welcome to Mr. and Mrs. O'Rourke. You see them there on your screen. Their son Kevin is the reason why you're seeing these games, and that took place several years ago, but Kevin was very instrumental in bringing Channel 8 Sports alive and bringing these games to you in your living room. Well, we start the second half. The Bears are on top, 33-28. Perth Amboy has the ball. They look inside, and Kolheim knocks it away. Greg having an outstanding game.
Yeah, he's the leading scorer with 13 points for East Brunswick. Van Leeuwen with 8.
And East Brunswick defense, something that we're pretty sure Bo stressed at halftime, showing its wares out there now. And Lopez, they're going to call a foul on Collado.
Is that what it is?
And Mizrak talked about the fact that Collado seems to stay in foul trouble. I think this is only his second foul, but
right.
Most games he gets in foul trouble early, and that's a problem for him. He's been able to control himself thus far.
Glover with the ball, gets it back out to Kolakowski. Van Leeuwen looks inside, Glover's there, and he has it knocked away by Brody. But Kolheim saves it and then throws it away. Great Kolheim all over at both ends of the court. And Lopez will bring it up for the Panthers. They trail by 5. Look underneath, there's Brody.
Well, they were caught. So East Brunswick making this game closer than it should.
Glover. Kolakowski outside at the point.
Lopez doing a good job on Van Leeuwen.
Whalen looks underneath for Kolakowski, can't handle it.
Well, I'll tell you what, if there's a lapse, if East Brunswick's going into a lull, this is the time to do it, really, when you think about it, because in about another week, it's when they're really going to need to start to step it up.
Collado from the outside on the turnaround.
The big man.
8 points now.
Perth Amboy now only down by 1, 33-32. Van Leeuwen will bring it out, slow it down.
And Panthers in man-to-man.
Campbell knocks it right back to Kolakowski. Glover will take the shot. And Collado pulls it down. No, Van Leeuwen comes up with it.
Smartly does not put it up. He would have been stuffed right in, right down.
Kolheim, too long. East Brunswick on the boards, though, doing the job.
Boy, they just are not finding the hoop from the outside tonight.
Glover brings it out and starts all over again.
Kolakowski drives, forces back out. Whalen, three-pointer.
This is not going to go.
And Collado just reaches up, pulls it down, quickly down court to man. Uses the glass.
I'll tell you. And Collado with one of the nicest outlet passes we've seen.
And Perth Amboy takes the lead, and they're going to call travel on Glover.
Wow.
So Perth Amboy erases a 5-point lead, back on top, 34-33.
I'll tell you, when you look at Greg Holholm and his exuberance and realize that he's been out a game.
Collado, actually, man missed the layup. Kolheim quickly to Glover. And a foul against Lopez.
His third. And I'll tell you, the way things are going, it would be good to get him out of the game somehow, because he's been doing a nice job on Van Leeuwen defensively, and he's been one of the catalysts for the Panthers.
Yeah. I'll tell you, the point I was making is that Kolheim has been out due to a groin injury, but seems awfully fresh there. Bo was concerned that maybe the team is tired, and that may be the answer. Somewhere along the line to give them a break, to let them rest their legs. Perhaps they are tired.
Glover missing the first.
They're a hard-working team, and they've been working hard from early on, all through the summer and stuff. So it just may be something he wants to look at, where you ordinarily would have a practice.
Kolakowski keeps it alive, has it stripped. Man has it and gets it over to Lopez. So Perth by one. Lopez a little behind the back and showy, but no basket.
Not sure that was necessary, but.
So the Bears, Van Leeuwen will do it. Three-pointer. And the Bears go back on top, 36-34.
We really do need for him to get hot. Second three-pointer.
Glover knocks it away with his chest. Man is there, and he's fouled.
No, he's not.
No, they're going to call it on man.
Kartsman stood his ground, and the man ran right into him. Second foul for him. So Amboy picks up 3 quick team fouls.
Kartsman over to Van Leeuwen. He's got the green light. He's going to put it up.
They're going to call Kolakowski.
Foul on Kolakowski over the back of Collado.
Collado slowing down already.
Boy, if he could jump. Campbell with the ball. Hasn't been in the offense much.
Oh, on the line.
And Lopez on the line.
I'll tell you, a lot of little mistakes by the Panthers now, and picking a bad time to create them.
Really, this is the opportunity for them to connect, because East Brunswick in this funk.
Bears are on top, 36-34. But offensively, really struggling to find the bottom of the hoop.
The movement is still there for East Brunswick, but they're just not. Well,
Glover,
I'll tell you,
two-pointer.
And Cream Glover has that way. Just about when you need a basket, he has a way of coming through.
Glover with the steal.
Ooh.
And rebound Campbell.
A little hoke and yoke, and didn't go down. And Glover
again.
Wow.
Second time.
Van Leeuwen, he won't miss. And it's a 40-34 6-point lead for East Brunswick.
Biggest lead for the Bears.
2 steals by Glover ignited that.
Well, Amboy with these long passes, maybe because they're tired.
Brody to man. Man falls down, gives it to Kartsman.
4th steal in a row.
And man is hurt. He hurt his knee. No doubt about it. He's hurt.
What do they got here? What was that call?
I think we got to travel that.
Okay.
And Chris Mann, I thought he was hurt a lot worse than he appears to be. He wants to come out.
He's trying to walk it off, but he's got too much pain in that knee.
5'11" senior, averages 11 points a game. Had 16 points versus J.P. Stevens the other night. Looks like something that could he could shake off.
Well, Jenkins comes back in. He had a pretty good first half.
Oh, did Van Leeuwen run into a big by Collado? Oh, wow.
It's getting a little rough now. Collado with the tap won't go. He's got the rebound in the bucket.
He's starting to use that weight a little bit.
He used it before.
And they're going to call a foul against Brody.
Collado with 10 points.
I want to tell you, Van Leeuwen ran into
He
a
ran into a pick,
refrigerator.
no doubt about it.
Bears are on top, 40-36. 2:40 remaining in the third period. In and out by Van Leeuwen. Jenkins, 2-on-1. Brody. Seen a lot of missed shots tonight, particularly easy shots. And Whalen will bring it up for the Bears. On top by 4. Whalen.
Whalen off tonight.
Way short. Quickly down to Brody. Misses another layup.
Oh.
Hartzman. Whoa, and Collado and Kolheim meet under the basket.
And Kolheim saying, I've been hit by harder men than that. Kolheim draws the foul and will go to the line to shoot 2.
And that's third foul on Collado.
Phil, did Collado play football at Perth Amboy this year?
I don't
recognize
so.
the name.
No, he's a big one. 6'70", they say 230. Looks more like he might be 260.
Well, if nothing else, the Bears are running up some fouls here.
Russo with the rebound.
Once again, Collado's intimidating force underneath there.
Kolheim rejects it, but right to Brody. They look for Collado underneath.
Oh, almost a good save.
Russo hustling, but it'll go over to East Brunswick. Clock down, 1:40 left in this third quarter, very quick quarter. Bears by 4, 40-36. Van Leeuwen had some idea, held up, looks across, stolen by Campbell.
Really just some sloppy play by East Brunswick tonight.
Can Collado get to it?
And good play by Whalen, knocks it off Collado.
That's good hustle in that. This is
Really
a foot
was.
race there. It's a race Collado wasn't going to win.
The big man does not have the speed.
Well, he didn't have the speed. He
got
also
him that time.
Again, doesn't look like he gets around too gingerly with that brace on his leg there. Whalen just good hustle running it down and knocking the ball off of Collado.
Collado will come out and take a rest. .114 now, showing on the clock. Bears still by 4 points. Nothing's changed, 40-36. Kartzman underneath.
Good move.
Yeah, it was.
42-36.
Ben's first bucket of the night.
And right through the hands of Whalen. Jenkins looks underneath. Russo.
Wow.
A lot of spin on that.
I'll tell you, in and out.
Van Leeuwen quickly brings it up for East Brunswick. Glover has it blocked by Russo. 25 seconds. Bears by 6, 42-36.
Apparently playing for 1.
Clock showing 10 seconds. Brody looking for the lane and is fouled.
Only the second team
Well, I'll
foul.
tell you, Brody appeared to have no place to go, driving underneath there. However, able to draw the foul.
Foul is on Whalen.
Take it out underneath.
Kolheim will come out and take a little break. Brody's fouled and makes it.
Mercy.
Well, you would have thought East Brunswick had that well defense, but just a fine play by Brody.
Okay, Brody's 8th point, and he's going to the foul line. We'll try to make the three-point play. And Brody's also a senior, 5'10" senior, averaging 12 points a game. He didn't play last year at all for the Panthers, so.
They call that on Whalen? That's his third.
They call it on his third. You're right, Jim. Brody goes to the line. Can bring Perth Amboy within 3. And he does. So the Bears, with 5 seconds to go, and a 3-point lead, Van Leeuwen has it blocked. Nope, it won't go.
No basket.
So at the end of 3, it's East Brunswick 42, Perth Amboy 39.
And this game is very much in doubt. Very much in doubt.
We'll have 8 minutes to see who, in fact, will come out victorious, and we'll listen into Bo Henning.
Greg, you're in for Rich. Ben's in the 1.
Come on, guys. Let's go.
Okay. Sit down. Defensively, let's stay with the 22. Okay, stay with the 22. Keep good pressure on taking away that lob. Hedge nice and early so you can recover when the kid rolls. Okay? Couple loose balls. We've had a chance to get them and they came up with them instead. Give your body up. Let's get on the floor, right? Okay? Offensively, keep pushing and keep looking inside. Can you still run the court hard? You should be able to beat that guy down. We should be able to give it to you early. Okay? All right, let's go. Benny, you're playing the 1, right?
Well, last quarter here, and I think he's going to see things turned up on both ends of the court here. Sort of wish we had Miserick mic'd up to see what he's telling his troops at this juncture there, because they come in with an 8-9 record. They could start preparing themselves for the counties with a big win over the Bears if they could manage it.
Oh.
Kolheim looks, turns, spins, puts it in.
Well, that's his first point of the half, so he's up to 15 points now. Leading scorer for East Brunswick.
Jenkins, Campbell. Jenkins will take it. Short, Kolheim rebound.
East Brunswick willing to run.
Kolakowski underneath.
I'll tell you, good pass by Kolheim.
Gets his own rebound, has it blocked. Van Leeuwen, no. And 2 Perth Amboy players fighting for it.
I'll tell you, nothing going away.
Bears by 5, 44-39. Van Leeuwen will take the 3-pointer. Yes.
Mercy. That's his third 3 of the night.
Big bucket, too.
47-39. And Collado will get ready to come back into the game.
That's the biggest lead for the Bears.
Brody. Kolheim has it. And Kolheim knocks it away.
I'll tell you, how active Kolheim is again. You just got to wonder, he's rested, and he clearly looks like he's playing at a different level than everyone else.
You know, I'll tell you what, if Kolheim continues to play and prove as he has, he adds another dimension to East Brunswick that maybe Bo Henning didn't think he had.
Kartzman finally gets it across midcourt, doing a good job of ball handling. And he took a step.
Drag the pivot foot. Ben not having a characteristically sharp game tonight. He has but 2 points. But he's been there on the steals and things.
8-point lead for the Bears, 47-39.
Almost set that pick up again.
They look underneath for Collado. He looks down to Brody. And foul on Collado.
I'll tell you, surprised Collado gave it up. He got the ball down low with 1 step to take, and pass the ball off. Probably should have went up strong and at least drawn the foul.
And the big man now has 4 fouls. So that's a source of concern for the Panthers.
It's constantly a source of concern.
And Lopez comes back in for Perth Amboy. He's been the spark plug for him. Underneath, reverse, Glover won't go. Collado with the rebound to Mann. Mann will put it up. Boy, we've seen a lot of missed shots tonight.
I'll tell you, 4th shot right there.
Boy, look at Colheim flying.
Glover. Van Leeuwen, nice move, hesitates. Drops it in.
Soft touch.
That's shooter's touch.
Yep, 17 points now for Matt.
And that's so he gets his points within the flow of the game, you know. Doesn't have to force him, he just puts him up nice and easy.
Ooh.
Good block.
And they're going to call a foul on Van Leeuwen.
Yeah, it looked like a good block from our angle anyway.
Bears are up by 10, 49-39 as Jenkins goes to the line. He'll shoot 2.
Well, they say that's Van Leeuwen's 3rd foul. I don't know where. I must have missed one. Okay, they got it down to 2.
Donnie Jenkins averaging 11 points a game. Nice touch there. That is first.
Excuse me? That's Jenkins' 2nd point.
Okay.
All on free throws. 3rd one now.
So the Bears by 8, 49-41. Kartzman, he's there, he puts it up. Collado with the rebound, out to Campbell.
I'll tell you, Collado has a ton of rebounds.
Yeah, he does.
They look for him underneath, he's got it. Misses the easy one.
Wow.
Good play.
Good hustle. Good hustle by the big man.
12 points.
And stolen by Lopez. Jenkins left-handed, throws it up. Campbell,
Nice.
Wow.
That might be
skies
worth
up
the
there.
timeout.
And Bo wants the timeout.
And I'll tell you why not.
49-45. Bears 10-point lead cut to 4.
Just like that.
And if you're the Bears, you got to be a little concerned. Again, the Panthers clearly playing with some exuberance here, and Bo Henning has to somehow try to stem the tide. He'll be in control. You can bet your bottom dollar.
Well, let's listen in.
Hey, can't be spectators on the boards anyhow. We're just watching there, right? And when you take the ball out, read what's going on, right? Just throw the thing, okay? You're the 2 spot now. Don't disappear on him in case he's denied, okay? All right. On the offensive end, let's turn our open over and get a real good one, okay? And if it's not there, you bring it back out. The last one you took was a real good one. We ran it and we got a real good shot at it, okay? They're starting to switch up occasionally. So don't always use the screen the same way. Curl it once in a while. After you set the screen, maybe step to the ball, okay? All right, come on, gentlemen. Hey, don't listen to me. Don't carry any offensive mistakes with you down there.
It's a good lesson to be learned right there. East Brunswick not taking some intelligent shots on their last offensive possessions down the court, and Henning, if nothing else, wanted to just settle them down.
Well, we go into the last 5 minutes of this game.
Got to press now.
Bears leading by 4, 49-45. Kartzman breaks right through that press. And Van Leeuwen had some thoughts, brings it back out. They move it around. Colheim will take it. Yes.
Good, important bucket.
51-45, Bears by 6.
Greg Colheim with 8 field goals.
Man, no one there for Perth Amboy. Van Leeuwen. He's got the lane. He's got the bucket.
Drive.
Beautiful ball.
I'll tell you, that's what separates, Matt Van Leeuwen from a lot of the other ball players.
Excellent body control.
53-45. Man forces one.
Off balance.
Here they come.
Van Leeuwen quickly down to Glover. He's got it all easy.
Tremendous move. And now they have to call a timeout.
And Perth Amboy will take a timeout as East Brunswick extends their lead to 10.
And I'll tell you, look at the Perth Amboy Panthers, and they got to be a little shocked right here.
1 minute of time. Really, I think it was 5:08 when I checked the clock after the last timeout. 4:03 now. And boy.
All right, let's listen to Bo.
We had men, we had nobody back. Hey, recognize if you're the last guy, please stay back so we don't give them a cheap one, okay? And when we score, we're not in our press, so when we score, turn and sprint back. Turn and sprint back, okay? Now, you're going to need a much, where's that board at, Mateen? You're going to need a much better angle to get the ball in on that exchange, okay? No, Matt's coming to the ball, right? He's coming to the ball. He can't get it in. Ben's going to be somewhere in this area. Screen, Ben goes either way, and then you spin back opposite, okay? All right.
A little fine-tuning, Phil.
Fine-tuning, and he was in control of the timeout before last, and certainly right here, and it's infectious.
On a rather not a good shooting night for Van Leeuwen. He's still up to 20 points right now.
Clock showing inside of 4 minutes. Bears by 10, 55-45. Lopez drives, looks for Collado. And a foul's going to be called on, I believe, Kartzman.
And that's just one of those fouls. They no longer have a force-out play. If you force them out, it's automatically called a foul.
Oh.
They're saying Van Leeuwen stepped on the line.
Stepped on the line, appeared to be going back to.
So they'll do it all over.
They're looking for that
Jenkins.
Underneath.
Campbell, he's blocked and fouled, they're going to say.
It's amazing how successful
Colheim.
Perth Amboy has been on that inside
Getting that ball up there.
lob, and even though East Brunswick's waiting for it.
Colheim did a good job to get in there, just committed the foul.
All right.
Again,
That's
Colheim appearing to have fresh legs getting up there.
Campbell makes the first. He gets one more. Both teams with 6 team fouls. And Kolakowski will pull it down for East Brunswick. Quickly over to Glover.
With 3:30, why are they in a hurry here? They can really afford to take their time.
Van Leeuwen, yes!
That's why they're in a hurry.
58-46.
Is that his 4th three-pointer?
That's his 4th.
Bears open up a 12-point lead.
That was a crushing shot.
And Collado pulls it down, goes right to the glass.
Going to concede that. 14 points.
Glover to Colheim, and Collado
Over the top.
That's it for
and
him.
that's his
Collato's
5th.
out of there.
And he knows it. He's heading for the bench.
Well, I think he wants to head for the bench. He's put a lot of minutes in, but he's played a fine game, the young fellow there. He's a big man. He's a senior, but has played a fine game. Has a bushel of rebounds and a number of block shots and 14 points to go along with that.
Phil, you have to admire when you look at John Mazurek, his composure. I mean, he's seen it all, the tops and the bottoms.
He's seen 20 years. He's been there. He has seen it all. He has a lot of stories. You sit down and talk to him, he can tell you a lot of stories. We talk about Jose Arena, who went to Miami-Dade, stayed down there 3 weeks and decided he didn't like the territories. And Mazurek just shakes his head. I says, what is it with young players? He just says, you never know. And he has a lot of those stories there. He develops a lot of talent. Unfortunately, ends up with a lot of stories.
Oh, they're waiting for Russo. I don't know where Russo was, but
the story of this game may be Greg Colheim, and
that's right.
The type of game that he's played tonight. Just played an exceptional game on both ends of the court.
Bears by 10. Colheim looking to add to that. Perth Amboy with 17 fouls, so from here on out, it'll be a bonus situation for the Bears. So Colheim makes it 11-point lead. 3 minutes remaining in the game.
They got to get it up. They got to shoot.
Brody, who's been awful quiet this second half, has the ball for the Panthers. Looks inside to Campbell. Campbell takes the shot, and Kartzman comes up with it. And makes the steal. No, I'm sorry, holds on to it.
And Glover smartly brings it back out.
Why not? Waste some time.
Glover Whoa, with
yes.
a little English, it falls.
At the spin.
And he got to like that one.
Hey, 10 points for Kareem Glover, so he's in double figures.
I think he has 12.
Campbell forces one. Hartzman with a rebound.
Strong rebound. Yeah, Bears are salting it away now.
Ooh,
Oh, Kohlheim is stung by
hammered.
Russo.
He's hammered. And Kohlheim takes it all in stride. As I said, he's received a lot of big hits this year, not necessarily on the basketball court. So
Yes, he has.
this is lightweight for him. Just an awfully nice kid, Greg Kohlheim, and has contributed well to this Bear basketball team, and has been one of the pleasant surprises, I think, for Bo Henning.
Bears on top by 13. 61-48. A little more than 2 minutes showing on the clock. And what was a pretty close game throughout
Yeah.
has really been opened up by the Bears this quarter. And Perth Amboy just having all sorts of problems now.
And they don't have three-point shooters, even though that's a three.
He thought it was going in, huh?
Kohlheim. Russo with the steal.
Nobody can get the handle on this.
And Kartzman again.
And they'll bring it back out. Take some time off the clock here in this game.
Perth has to foul.
And Kartzman had some thoughts and
I'll tell
pulled
you,
up.
almost walked too.
Yeah, I thought I
Yeah.
saw a 1, 2, 3, but
Well, Jimmy, with this one apparently safely in the bag as Jenkins fouls, we look down the schedule for East Brunswick.
with just 2 regular season games left, Saturday against South Plainfield, Saturday afternoon game. Actually, you know, this is the last regular season home game,
That's right.
which is, we never even looked at that because South Plainfield on Saturday, and then finally the regular season concludes Monday at Piscataway, which is East Brunswick's final opportunity to see if they can catch the Chiefs. The first round of the GMCs are going to be beginning on the 17th. There's going to be a preliminary round, but East Brunswick certainly is going to be seated. You think they're going to be seated third, Phil?
I think they'd probably go third, just
Okay.
because the way things go. I mean, Piscataway probably be first. Clooney would probably be
Yeah.
second.
Right.
Of course, they're from a different division, and probably the Bears third.
Campbell, and he's fouled. Kohlheim with the foul.
And again,
Arms outstretched.
Campbell is really one of the fine-looking sophomores we've seen this year. Again, he's a 6'2" soph, and if he can stay healthy, I think he's going to be a real good ball player.
Oh, yeah. He's got 11 points tonight. But
Well, The Bears by 13 as Campbell unable to convert, but Brody's right there.
by the way, we know that East Brunswick, which was seated, I think, second in Central Jersey Group 4 for the States, and the States will probably be beginning on the 27th. We're not sure, but they will be hosting Old Bridge right here in the first round game.
And I'll tell you that-
First round game.
And that'll be a good one again. Old Bridge was the team that was coming on. Of course, just as they were coming on, they were knocked off the other night, surprisingly. But
Right. Always dangerous, as we
but
saw.
they are dangerous. They can be very dangerous.
Well, Perth Amboy having to resort to fouling to try to slow East Brunswick up. I think it's moot, though. Bears are on top by 11. Make that 12 now.
Jim Kolakowski, 6-foot junior, has been a steady performer all year. Again, this Bear team is about teamwork, and he's a role player, knows his role, and plays it very well.
Kartzman comes out, gets a nice hand. Did a great job in that early part of the fourth quarter.
East
Bears
Brunswick
by 13. I'm sorry, Jim.
I was going to say East Brunswick unofficially 8 for 11 from the free throw line, which is an improvement because they've been shooting 68% on the year.
Well, they've been picking up over the last few games. The foul shooting has certainly improved for the Bears, no doubt about it.
Well, Jenkins will go to the line with 52 seconds showing on the clock. Bears by 13, 65-52. We mentioned already the Bears are home here Saturday against South Plainfield, and then Monday at Piscataway take on that very talented Piscataway team that we saw a few weeks ago here.
Which continues to roll, by the way. They're still
Yeah.
undefeated.
Interesting, we have not seen Colonia, but apparently they have a very good team.
Yes, they do.
Okay, I think we have the Lady Bears
Yes.
here at East Brunswick
Monday night.
Saturday.
Monday night.
Monday night.
Monday night?
Saturday is South Plainfield. Monday night is the Piscataway game. And Piscataway had been undefeated, the girls, but Bishop Bar knocked them off.
Bar took it to them, yes. So things are starting to balance out there as well.
Well, I think it's a 3-horse race, quite frankly. Bishop Bar, Piscataway are in front, and then East Brunswick looking to knock them off.
And Greg Holheim adding to a very productive night.
I'm sure this is his career high. Well, I take that back. No, he had 26 points one game, but
Still one of his fine efforts.
that's for sure.
Brody throws it up. Kolheim with the rebound. He's still going at
Still
it.
playing hard.
35 seconds. Russo with the foul.
What's this? Intentional foul?
I think you're right, Jim.
So Kolheim, yes, will get 2, and East Brunswick maintains
And
possession.
it's a technical, so Van Leeuwen will go to the line.
Okay, and the officials trying to keep the game in control there. Naturally, the Panthers a little bit frustrated there. The official felt it was an unnecessary foul there. Stepped right in and called the tee.
Van Leeuwen.
You wonder what it does to an athlete when he's by himself. Van Leeuwen does not usually get flustered.
Well, when you
And
think
Mike
about it,
Treska is going to be coming in pretty soon, number 12 for East Brunswick.
when you're shooting foul shots, most of the times you are by yourself, so it's probably a lot simpler than when you have people at the line.
Well, Van Leeuwen goes out with 25 points unofficially.
I'll tell you, the quiet,
Good effort.
Very quiet, 25.
quiet 25, and that's the nature of the ball player.
Right. Yep. Yeah, even on a bad shooting night for him, he still contributes.
Bears by 15, 68-53. 25 seconds now showing. Kolheim to Glover. No need for any more points.
And boy, apparently willing to let this clock expire.
5 seconds. And that should be it.
Oh.
Treska.
Treska says, I'm not in the game
Yeah.
that long. I got to get mine.
If he had made that, I think he would have got a stern look from the Panthers.
So what was a very tight and close game up to about the early fourth quarter. Bears open up and come away with a 68-53 lead. They improve their record to 17-1. Perth Amboy falls to 8-10. And boys, you know, we saw a little fatigue, but we also saw the ability to come back.
Well, we saw the ability to come back, and we know we have that. But if I'm Bo Henning, I might seriously think about getting off my schedule a little bit and just giving these players a little bit time to rest. As I said, I saw them against Woodbridge. They appeared to be a little bit tired. They started out the same way here. Greg Holheim, who has had some rest, was all over the place with fresh legs. So there may be something to it.
Well, our final again, East Brunswick 68, Perth Amboy 53. And so for Phil Hill and Jim Allinder, I'm John Meggiiolaro saying thanks for being with us.